Following the success of the previous season, The Last Airbender Season 2 was released on June 25, 2026, bringing audiences back to the adventurous journey of Aang, the Avatar, as he continues learning and mastering the four elements, air, water, earth, and fire, in order to save the world from the evil Fire Nation. The movie opens with a group of villagers trying to escape from the Fire Nation army. Just when the situation seems hopeless, Aang and his friends appear to rescue them, giving the people a sense of hope again. Compared to Season 1, Aang is no longer as passive as before. Instead of waiting for others to explain everything to him, he now takes action more confidently and shows better abilities under Katara's guidance as a waterbender. However, the acting in the beginning feels a little forced and awkward at times. Aang also does not completely feel like the character from the original story. In the animated series, Aang is known as a cheerful and lively boy with his own opinions, but in the live-action version, his personality is mostly described by other characters instead of being shown naturally through his actions. Still, the main trio works together quite well, and Katara seems much stronger this season. This time, Aang is determined to learn earthbending in order to save his friend, Bumi. But when he finally meets Bumi, the old king refuses to teach him and gives him a philosophical line: "I have to feel everything so that I could feel nothing." Aang clearly does not understand what he means. In reality, Bumi surrendered because he knew resisting would only make his people suffer more, and he believed someone else would be a better earthbending teacher for Aang. The movie tries hard to sound deep with these philosophical moments, but many scenes fail to deliver emotional impact and end up feeling disappointing instead. Later, Aang and his friends help villagers return to the Earth Kingdom by crossing the dangerous Serpent's Pass. During this part, Aang meets two children who are walking slowly, but their dialogue sounds completely unnatural, like adults wrote it without understanding how children actually talk. Aang asks, "Are you two okay?" And the kids reply, "We're moving too fast. It's too high up here. We're just children." Then Aang answers, "I'm just a child, too." The scene is obviously trying to show that Aang is still young but forced to carry a huge responsibility. Unfortunately, instead of feeling emotional, the dialogue feels awkward and unrealistic. After crossing the pass, the group fights a giant serpent, but honestly, the creature feels surprisingly useless because all it does is spray water and then gets defeated very easily. Even stranger, the characters suddenly try to save it afterward, which feels emotionally confusing. Similar to Season 1, the movie keeps forcing philosophical lines into serious scenes, but this season, the effect feels even more uncomfortable. Sometimes the film also tries to include comedy, but most jokes are not very funny. One thing I truly appreciate, though, is the visual presentation of the series. The effects, CGI, costume, and overall design are all impressive throughout the movie. They are not overly flashy, but they fit the world and atmosphere very well. Another weak point is the romantic pairing between characters. Most couples feel unnatural. Suki and Sokka lack chemistry, and although Aang and Katara eventually become a couple in the original story, their relationship in the show still feels forced. Instead of romantic partners, they often feel more like siblings on screen. Meanwhile, Prince Zuko and his mentor, General Iroh, continue hiding while traveling through the world. Zuko's painful childhood and the cruel treatment he received from the Fire Nation royal family shaped him into an angry and impulsive person. However, the moment when he saves a young boy from corrupt soldiers shows that deep inside, Zuko is actually kind and longs for love and acceptance. His journey is never easy. Eventually, he leaves Iroh to continue searching for the Avatar, because he still has not realized the true source of his pain and conflict. Out of all the characters across both seasons, I think Zuko has the best acting and emotional expression. The actor successfully shows the audience a boy who grew up without protection, suffered from terrible parenting, and became trapped in a situation where capturing the Avatar seemed like the only way to earn back his father's approval. In contrast to Zuko, Azula was raised directly under the influence of the Fire Lord, which made her cold, manipulative, and cruel. She plans to use Earth Kingdom prisoners to launch a surprise attack, but the Fire Lord unexpectedly gives her a different mission, bringing Zuko home instead of conquering the Earth Kingdom herself. This makes Azula jealous because she believes her father still favors Zuko over her. As a result, her frustration and rebellious nature grow even stronger.